Yo guys, it's IP here, back again today with another shitty fucking video, dude. Like this is gonna be trash. They're always trash. All these videos, they're fucking god awful. We're gonna be talking about YouTube news today, and I'm not saying like I'm gonna be talking about occurrences going on in the community. I'm going to be talking about the whole concept of YouTube quote-unquote news, because that, let's be honest, it's kind of a fucking joke.
That boy ain't nothing but trouble.
But anyways, obviously, for those of you who don't live under a rock and who pay attention to things going on YouTube and whatnot, and typically people who watch my videos, I'm not saying any of you are like a fucking problem with that, okay? You guys seem to be on top of it. So for those of you who actually pay attention to this stuff, this will be actually pretty relevant to you, or at least you'll be able to understand where I'm coming from. At least I hope so. So over the past few months, and more like probably the past year and a half, there have been a lot of channels that are up and coming as they sort of report on, if you can even really call it that, news and happenings that are going on within the YouTube community and stuff like that. And obviously there are a lot of big things and a lot of fucking drama going on within the fucking YouTube community that people like to hear about. And obviously there are a lot of people who watch these channels and thus they're successful and whatnot, and that makes sense because obviously if there is an audience, then you're going to be successful. So obviously there is demand for this type of content, and while I actually do sometimes enjoy it in the sense that I like knowing what's going on within the YouTube community, I don't entirely understand it, in the sense that YouTube news, or a lot of these channels, basically make all of this stuff out to be basically the most important shit on the face of the planet, when in reality it basically has no significance whatsoever.
Leafy and FouseyTube. So Leafy actually got into some beef with FouseyTube like very recently, which is a very big deal, and everyone was fucking freaking out about this yesterday.
Obviously from time to time there are things that people should know about and should be, you know, publicized and spread throughout the community, such as like fucking YouTubers scamming people or having some sort of like basically being criminals in a sense. Like there are certain things that should be publicized and spread around so that people know to either avoid certain channels or to basically just not fall prey to certain people. So, you know, obviously if someone's like a fucking pedophile or some shit like that, well, I don't think it's necessarily, at this point it's gotten a little bit crazy and out of hand where like literally everyone's accusing everyone of being a pedophile. That seems to just be like fucking YouTube news fetishes for some fucking reason. So obviously when that is actually true, that should be, you know, something that people know about, but I also don't really understand why there seems to be such this focus on YouTube news and how basically seems like the slightest little bits of drama, again quote-unquote drama, because honestly the kind of drama that comes from YouTube is completely wholly insignificant and kind of bullshit. It seems like everyone is putting a ton of emphasis on it as if it is the most important thing in existence, and the way that people hype up these stories and hype up these occurrences on this website is completely unnecessary and completely ridiculous in a lot of ways. And again, I'm not going to say that I don't enjoy it a fair bit, because sometimes seeing some like fucking YouTubers battle it out on Twitter or some stupid shit like that, occasionally it's kind of entertaining. And to be honest, when this was sort of first becoming popular, I did actually watch it pretty frequently. I was even fucking subbed to Drama Alert, okay? Please forgive me. But whatever, obviously the two biggest channels, at least to my knowledge, that report on YouTube news are Drama Alert, fucking Keemstar, and fucking Scarce. You know, this fucking double upload today, dudes. Obviously these channels have been growing pretty rapidly, and of course there's, you know, a lot of interest and a lot of demand for that type of content. And again, I'm not going to say I entirely understand it. I do see where a lot of people are coming from when they say they enjoy this type of content, because obviously, you know, watching shit happen with other people and stuff like that doesn't really affect you is kind of entertaining in a lot of ways. And sure, you could go off on a tangent about how that speaks volumes about the fucking human race and about how terrible people are. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking cry because humanity's fucking ruined. But at the end of the day, there is a demand for that content, and obviously these people have, you know, sort of jumped on that. And while they do very much overhype and make a lot of YouTube news shit into more than it actually is, they're obviously, you know, they're finding success doing this. So I'm not going to go and try to exclude myself and be like, oh yes, I'm completely innocent of it. And to be fair, again, I do find some enjoyment in the content occasionally, but to be honest, it seems completely ridiculous. And the point of today's video was to sort of circle around and be like, okay, YouTube news. For starters, I would love to be able to go back to the point where people started actually considering this stuff a big deal, because obviously, again, as I previously mentioned, a lot of the stuff that deems itself news is actually, you know, not fucking important. You hear me? There's very little on this website that can actually happen that's actually all that important and really deems that much attention. But of course, everyone tends to make the smallest things into the most important and puts the center of attention on tons of bullshit that really doesn't make a difference in the long run. And it seems like YouTube, or, you know, Google, whatever you want to fucking say, is sort of reacting to this emphasis on drama with a lot of their terms of service changes and the way people's videos are getting monetized and stuff like that. There seem to be cracking down on this sudden influx of people giving a shit about drama and bullshit and all this stuff on YouTube, and as a result, it seems like the way we are going, that we're kind of ruining it for ourselves, because obviously Google and YouTube, whatever, they don't see their website as, they don't want it to be a fucking mess like it is, because obviously every single day there are YouTubers going at each other, completely like getting pissed off, fighting on Twitter, fighting through videos, whatnot, roasting each other and stuff like that. And to some extent, I do find that content to be entertaining. I do enjoy Leafy's videos from time to time, stuff like that. But obviously this seems to be counterproductive to what Google is trying to do with their website, which is reflected in these terms of service changes and them cracking down on advertiser-friendly shit and like stuff like that, you know, to obviously kill clickbait and like harmful videos, cyberbullying and all that shit. But this increased emphasis on YouTube drama and YouTube news, again, people who fucking say this is news, I don't get it. It's not fucking news, it's drama, it's bullshit, that's all it is. It doesn't fucking matter, because in the long run, this is a goddamn website that'll probably be dead within the next fucking 10 years, maybe even 5 years, for all I fucking know. But then again, I could be wrong. It might fucking last into eternity. I don't fucking know. But at the end of the day, none of this actually fucking matters. And the fact that people are putting so much emphasis on this drama and, you know, all of this harassment, cyberbullying, and all these conflicts between different YouTubers, I feel like at the end of the day is going to be what ruins YouTube for the rest of us. And when I say the rest of us, I mean, to be fair, I'm fucking playing into it, to be honest, so I'm not entirely helping. It's something that I've been thinking about a lot lately, and it's something I want to focus less on. So I'm not gonna, unless there's something crazy, something really fucking shitty going on where someone needs to be really called out, or, you know, something needs to be talked about, or and I can get lots of views for it, then I'm not going to be talking about YouTube drama anymore, because honestly, it's completely insignificant. And this attention on YouTube drama that has spurred up in the past year or so has, you know, obviously made some significant changes to this website, and not all of them for the positive. I mean, to be honest, YouTube even a year and a half ago was very different. It wasn't, you know, I'm not going to say it was a fucking beacon of positivity, because it really wasn't. It never has been. There was a time when it was a little more relaxed and a little more family friendly and shit like that. But it was never the fucking beacon of positivity that it seems like Google wants to make it. And obviously the way that it's going, it's definitely not going to ever be there, which I feel like, again, is going to end up ruining it for everybody as they continue to crack down on those terms of service, and they start, you know, basically kicking YouTubers off, and sort of not really kicking them off, but forcing them away and making them shy away from publishing on this website. I feel like ultimately that's going to ruin YouTube, and we have no one to blame but ourselves, which is really, I mean, that's typically how fucking humanity does shit. We ruin things for ourselves. We fucking have something amazing like YouTube where we can pretty much promote anything we believe in within reasonable boundaries, and we still manage to basically play up the stuff that really is harmful to some people, or in some cases is just completely unnecessary, like the fucking conflicts between YouTubers, and that sort of starts putting rules into place on top of all of the things that, you know, basically just ruining the things that we can actually talk about. Basically, we're ruining it for ourselves, which, to be honest, is really sad, because YouTube has always been somewhere you can go. You can upload pretty much anything, as fucking retarded as it is. I can say fucking retarded. I mean, I might get demonetized if this video gets any views. I don't fucking know how that works, because I haven't been hit by that. But regardless, it seems like we are destroying the site that we know and love, and not because there's any good reason to. Again, it's just because of this increased emphasis on drama and conflict, and that is ultimately making the, you know, fucking Google higher-ups notice this and be like, this is not what we want our site to be, and it's putting rules in place that are sort of restricting our freedoms, in the sense that we can no longer talk about everything we want to talk about without being, you know, demonetized or whatever. And that is basically changing the face of YouTube, and we have no one to blame but ourselves. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed. If you agreed with anything I mentioned in this one, I would really fucking appreciate it if you just, you know, put a like on this video. Put a like fucking print out the thumbs up, stick it on your computer screen, and tweet it at me or something. I don't fucking know, dude. No one fucking follows me on Twitter. I am not popular, help. But yeah, in all seriousness, if you could just like this video, that'd be fucking awesome. If you disagreed, or you felt differently, or you even wanted to just add something to it, I would really appreciate it if you'd, you know, let me in the comments and go fucking drop a comment. Drop a fucking comment. What the fuck? This outro's a fucking train wreck. But yeah, if you want to, you know, share your thoughts, whatever, talk to me or some shit, or just like ask me what I had for breakfast, go ahead and fucking leave a comment. Joke's on you, I don't fucking eat breakfast. And of course, if you're new to this channel and you found this video by mistake, because there's no way you could find this video on purpose, like Jesus Christ, it's of course a mistake, then, you know, and you actually enjoyed this video, go ahead and fucking subscribe. I'd love it. I love every single one of my subscribers. Like, I legitimately go through the fucking subscription list, and I like actually like blow kisses to each subscriber. That's fucking stupid. No, I don't do that. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.
Remember, in this community, you're only as good as people think you are, no matter how good you actually are. It's a bit silly, all this peacocking, posturing.
Felt great running.
And you did good time, too.
Wait, so completing the
left,
entire game and then coming back to do your shitty side quest, that's good time? Okay, I've got these fucking time trials down, you know? We got this.